I am Lolly, and this is a new project taking your shrink plastic to the next level by giving it this shimmer. The products we are using are from Grafix Plastic, and they are the two shrink films, the white and the clear. Let's get shrinking.
So I'm in Silhouette Studio. I am going to go File, Open, come to my desktop and select this image right here, Watercolor Floral Panels. These are free images from TLC Creates Vintage. Let me get this out of the way. I have this set up for a page size. Let me shrink this down. And I'm going to object rotate that 90 degrees. There you go. And I still need to shrink this to fit my page like this. Now I could just go to the image. I could just go to click the image and tell it to print. But what I'm doing is I just wanted to show you, if you have the software, you don't have to have a Cameo to have the software. But I just want to show you that you can come in and remove some of these, blow them up, because for instance, let's look at this. I'm just making a shape over here to see how big this is. And move that over. So this is 5 inches long. Now we know that these images shrink about 20%, meaning you take this measurement, divide it by 5. So this would mean this is going to be 1 inch long and about ½ an inch wide. So if that's the size you want, you're good. But if you want to have a bigger object, what you can do, I'm just going to make big rectangle here like this. And then I'm going to highlight this whole thing, come over here to the Modify panel and say Divide. Now you can see that that removed. This is what I have now. And I'm going to come here and actually remove the bottom. You could use the knife feature if you want. Okay, select all of that, divide again. Now, here's what I have left. Now I can make these bigger, and I will have bigger charms. Okay, I'm going to remove these by highlighting and deleting. I'm going to see how this looks. This is really pretty. You don't have to have a Cameo, like I said. You can get the free software and use that. You could also put some sort of an image here. Let's go ahead and get this printed. I'm going to use the white this time because I really like this white background. File, print. I'm going to use the white shrink plastic. Okay, so this pops up, and under preferences, due to the slick nature of the shrink film, I think you could get by with doing like a photo paper. Premium Plus photo paper. I'm going to try advanced photo paper. My goodness. And best quality. Okay. And print. Now it's important when you get your item printed not to touch the ink when you're pulling it out. Give that a moment to really set. Oh, is this going to be gorgeous? Look at that on the white. That is just so stunning. I love it. Now, you can use your Cameo to cut these out, and I have not done it because I am perfectly happy with hand cutting. And this is what the clear shrink plastic would look like. You see how the colors are more dull, but if you put it down on something white, it becomes more vibrant. And so this is, I did about 6.5, 7 inches wide so I could have a good size charm. And I have an Alice journal, and I wanted to cut these out and make charms for that. These would make great earrings. If you're looking for like a bookmark type thing, you need to do a really long one here. So let's get these cut out. If you want holes in them, the advice has always been to put your hole in first before shrinking. However, I just want to say that if you're using a crocodile hole punch, it
cuts through this like butter after it's been shrunk. The benefit of that is that you get to choose the size hole you want, because remember how this shrinks 1/5 of the size that it is now? So whatever hole you put in there is also going to shrink by 1/5 of what it used to be. Now I see that her designs are so lovely, and the designs carry on beyond the black line. So you can choose whether you want to cut all the way to the watercolor or cut it at the black line. And I think I will cut it at the watercolor edge. And these I designed in Silhouette Design Studio, but these are all TLC designs. I have a toaster oven dedicated to this because whenever you are working with plastics, you want to make sure that you're not coating your cooking oven in any kind of fumes. These say, preheat oven to 300 to 350. Place the design on a sheet lined with medium weight cardboard, Teflon, parchment, or vellum paper. Do not bake on bare metal or stoneware. Cover the piece with parchment paper or vellum to keep it from sticking to itself when baking, and bake for approximately 2 to 3 minutes. In all the shrink plastic I've done, I've never put another piece of parchment paper on top of my project. I've never had any problems, and I have used their shrink plastic before. So let's get baking. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for it to start relaxing a little more, and it looks like it is. But then I'm going to open it, grab it out, and flatten it really quickly here. Now you don't have to have silicone, but this is a silicone pouncer. Very good. You just need something heat resistant. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love it. So yeah, I could have gone a little smaller with my design, but overall I'm really happy with this. Now another way you can shrink your plastic is to use these mini pancake makers, but your diameter there, your surface area is pretty small, so 4 inches. Now I have put Teflon on here, but you could put parchment paper on yours. And I also gave myself, I cut a little notch out of it so I could pick that up off of there if I need. So for instance, these pieces were this might have fit, but they were all pretty large and wouldn't have fit on here in their original state. Now to bring this to the next level, this is what I'm using from Imagine called Sheer Shimmer, and this is their sparkle color. So you wouldn't think that this would work on plastic, but it does. This is my spray box here. And so I lay all these pieces out like this. And I shake it up so that you don't see any clumping on the bottom. Hold it upright. Make sure your nozzle gets clean. Hold it upright and just mist across them like that. Get a nice even coat. Wipe your nozzle off again when you're done. So when these set, you know, I picked them up and wiped my finger across them and didn't get any glitter on my finger. Another option that you can try is, if you are very fast, when you pull these out of your toaster and flatten them, is to spray them immediately while they're still warm. It may help the mist to set even more into it. But I have had mine for quite a while, and I haven't had any issues. Hopefully we can see that shimmer in there, and if not, there you go. That really shows up well. Then all we have to do is to take our crocodile. Now, again, you could always punch your holes beforehand. I have put all the holes in. With this one, I have a jump ring and a lobster claw. With these 4, I have put the hole in there and used one of the ball chains. And then with this one, I just put a garment pin right through the hole. So many possibilities. These are just charms, but you can always make these smaller, turn them into jewelry, make them a little bigger, turn them into bookmarks, hang these on your bags, hang these on your purses, hang them on your journals. They are such fun. I hope you enjoyed that, and especially looking at the difference between the clear versus the white. Thank you everyone for watching, and make sure you check out the product and the links down below. Thank you.